Video on how to do a concrete block estimate with our app available on Android App Store, Google Play, Amazon as well. When you first open the app, you're going to get your welcome screen. You just hit continue. This won't display again, but I do urge you to read through it, as there is some important information in there. So today we're going to go run through a full estimate of a block building sitting on a concrete slab with concrete bollards around. So we'll start with the concrete. So we'll go into the concrete section. It comes up with bollards, so we'll start with those. The bollards we're going to do is 6 around the perimeter of the building. And they are an 8-inch sonotube, 8 feet. Okay, so we'll start with the height. Click on the height, and we'll go 8 feet. 8 feet. Hit the back button on your phone. And the diameter of these sonotubes is 8 inch. So we'll go ahead and click that. Click 8 inch. And hit the back button. Now we have our dimensions in. Our quantity, we're going to go 6. There's 1 in each corner and 2 on the perimeters, halfway on the perimeters. So let's type in 6. This is where you put in your concrete. We're going to go by cubic yard, but you can select all kinds of different volumes. We'll put in our cost per unit since we're doing an estimate. If you're not, you could just leave this blank. You'll still get a volume calculation. So we'll go 100 just to make it 100 bucks a yard, just to make it simple. Again, because we're doing an estimate, we're going to put in labor per unit. But if you're just looking to do a simple calculation, you can leave this blank. Again, to keep it simple, just put in hour per yard. And waste percentage we'll leave at 0. We're going to use every single lick of concrete, but you can put a 5% or a 10% or whatever you want in there for waste. So we have our bollards. So now we're going to hit equals. If you don't hit the equals, this estimate will not go into the estimate sheet. So you got to make sure you hit your equals button. And this is calculated our cost and our labor and everything else for just our bollards. So this calculation is done, so we hit dismiss. At this point we're going to click on the title bar so we can add a new calculation. Once you click on the title bar or the icon up here, it'll bring you into your object manager. First thing we're going to do is we're going to rename this one to bollards. And then we're going to add another calculation. And we'll name our new one Slab. We'll select Slab since our bollards are already done. And we'll back out of here. And this time we'll select Slab. Our slab is going to be 13'6", so 13 feet, 6 inch. Hit the back button, and the width is going to be 9 feet. Back button. Thickness is going to be 6 inch. If you need to put in a fraction, we'll go 6.5 just to show you how to do a fraction. So now we'll go 6.5 inch, so we'll go 1 numerator, 2 denominator. So now we have 6.5 inch up here. Hit back. And there's only going to be one slab. It's already carried over our costs and labor units from the other calculation, so they're done. And we'll leave our waste at 0. And now we'll hit equals. This is now calculated up our slab and our bollards. So we're good. Dismiss. That'll now be a part of our estimate. So now we'll hit back. And we'll go into our block. So here we're going to do our walls. Our walls are going to be 8 feet high. So go to height, 8 foot. And our building is 8 by 10. So we're just going to do it in one shot. So we'll go into length. We'll go 10 feet. Plus 10 feet to get 2 of our walls. And our other walls are 8 feet, so plus 8 feet plus 8 feet equals. So there's our perimeter, 36-foot perimeter We'll hit back, and we have in all our walls. Openings is going to be your doors and your windows. I'm going to leave that blank for now just to make this quick and simple, but you can calculate your window area there and punch it in, and it'll subtract that from your overall. Block width, we're going to go 8 inch by 16 inch. I actually typed those in backwards, but it really doesn't matter. It could have been 1'4" up here and 8 inch down there, but whatever. That is irrelevant. Cost per block, we'll go $2.50. Just for an example. Labor per block, we'll go 0.1, just to keep things simple. There's going to be waste in the block, so we'll go 5% waste. You can also type in your other materials, mortar. This is how many bags of, this is what 1 bag of mortar will do per number of blocks. So we'll say we want a bag of mortar for every 50 blocks. Again, to keep it simple. Mortar cost, we'll go $50 to keep it simple. Labor per bag of mortar, we'll go 2 hours. Again, to keep it simple, so we have all our data in. We'll name this just so it keeps it simple. So again, we go into the Object Manager, and we'll name this walls. And go back. And now we'll calculate it. And this gives us our block calculation. Hours, number of block, price, the whole works. Again, you have to hit the equals or this will not be put into your final estimate. So now we'll hit dismiss. I have everything I need in my estimate now, so I'm going to go back out. I'm going to go to my estimate sheet. You have 3 tabs in your estimate sheet. The first one's going to bring up your estimates you just did and a quick summary of cost and labor. So then you'll want to click over to your summary. It'll give you your standard materials. All your green values are calculated, so you won't be able to change them, but your black values are values you want to input. So, quoted materials, we might have a bit there. So let's go $250. That brings us down to markup. We're going to mark it up 8%, which will automatically calculate our profit and our total. So that's our material section. Now we're going to go down to our labor section. We have our total man hours, travel to the site, so let's go 2 hours for a couple days travel to the site. Our labor rate we'll put in at 75. Again, of course, you can put whatever you want here. And our markup on labor is going to be 10%. And then your last section is your expenses. So if you have a building permit involved, we'll put that in. You can, of course, leave these at 0. Rental, we have all our equipment, so we don't need rental. Put $100 in for fuel. Other is just anything that wasn't covered by everything else. We're going to leave that at 0 for now. And so that's our summary. Now we'll go over to results. And this will give us all our totals before profit. Our profit's separate, so materials before profit, our labor before profit, and our expenses. Then we get down into our totals, so this is our subtotal of our estimate. Now we can add a tax in here. I'm in Canada, so it's 13%. That'll calculate our taxes and then our total estimate. And of course you can go between these and everything is saved. So our estimate is done. Now at this point you can email this, which will also allow you to print if you need to print before you make your formal estimate. So if you just click on the email button, that'll bring us out to a full formatted estimate in email format. So you'll be able to email this off. At this point from your email app, you'll also be able to print this if need be. And that's about it. That's how you do an estimate with Concrete Block Calculator. Thanks for watching.